Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Welcome to tonight's pick card. Tonight, we're checking in on what it is you need to know. You can hear me okay? I'm supposed to be all connected, so welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Janice, thank you so much for being the very first person to register for your reading tonight. In fact, I need to grab my sticks. Where are they? Here they are. And tonight, for our free readings, we are using the divination sticks, yes or no. And I will be able to give you a quick feel for what it is that you're wondering. So, to register for the readings, as usual, you want to click at manifestfaster.com. You'll see it right above in the chat. And so, Janice, would you check that link for me and go ahead and click it, see what happens for you? And sometimes we don't know if we're completely connected, so I appreciate that. We're going to be using the Power Animal Oracle tonight. I love this deck so much. And that's if you want to have a one card Oracle reading, which is $4.99. And then I'll also be pulling cards from the Light Seers Tarot to just get a little bit more guidance for you. And that will be $11.11. And all of that is available for you when you click the link manifestfaster.com. So, Janice, let's go and see what it is. Will I be seeing Shauna in the next 30 days? Okay, let me just pull apart get everything set here, get our animal cards. Okay, so Janice, will you be seeing your friend Shauna in the next 90 days? We'll just mix these up and pull out an answer for you. Let's see what it says here. Oops, upside down. And it says no, a time of quiet and peaceful change. Some events and people will fade into the background, making room for more progressive and exciting circumstances. Changes gently knock at your door, inviting luck to enter your ever changing life. You know, Janice, I love this particular box of sticks because you and I had spoken earlier today, and it does look like this is the exact answer, isn't it? We talked about how some friendships do change over time, and that as we surrender and let them go, it's often to both people's benefit. And when you look at the time that you spend with a friend, it's like an investment of time, isn't it? And when you invest in someone, there needs to be a return on your investment. It's hard when some friendships seem to depart, but we must remember that some relationships are for a reason, some are for a season, and some are forever. Okay. So let me read that one more time. No, a time of quiet and peaceful change. Some events and people will fade into the background, making room for more progressive and exciting circumstances. Changes gently knock at your door, inviting luck to enter your ever changing life. So, I would say, as you invest in the kinds of friendships that are more equal, where there's a give and take, I think is going to really deeply satisfy you. Okay, my friend? Have a feeling that this answer does not surprise you, and how many times when we're doing tarot or looking at the oracle cards, it's exactly what happens. We already have a sense of what needs to change. It's just having that confirmation that's important. So let me just add this here. Oopsie. I'm going to draw an oracle card that'll indicate our that'll indicate the theme of tonight's readings. You are welcome, my dear Janice. Janice has been working with me for how long, Janice, now? It's been over a decade. And when I very first met her, she was somebody who deeply wanted to be married. And it did not look likely from the variety of people that she ended up meeting that not one of them was a sustainable relationship. And I know that that was particularly difficult in the early years. And now here she is, just celebrated her 11th wedding anniversary with her dear husband who deeply loves her. And when you keep something sustainable over 7 years, that's remarkable. Over 10 years, it's remarkable. So, congratulations on that. Okay, so now anyone who wants to have a reading, super simple. All you do is click the link that I'm going to show you right here. I hope, although it seems to be giving me a little bit of a headache right now, you can type into your browser window. Let me just redo this here. Manifestfaster.com. Janice, could you put that into the chat for me? Manifestfaster.com. It is available in the description box, but I don't want to. Oh, here I can do it. There we go. Okay, it is available in the description box, but I just want to make it easier for you. Let's draw a card for what is our theme for this evening when it comes to what we need to know right now. Okay. Some people say, how often should I get a tarot reading? And I'm like, well, it just depends on what your life is like. Sometimes there's decisions you have to make on the daily. And it's nice to be able to just get a little piece of wisdom for you to consider. Okay. So, what you're not seeing in this particular card is that beaver. Now, the beaver is an animal who does an unbelievable job of making their home. They create their home using these fabulous teeth. That if they did not chew wood, their teeth would keep growing and become fatal even to themselves. So these are worker bees, right? And so they must prepare their home for the winter. They have to create this dam within a water body, and they use water and they use wood to create really incredible construction that the best engineer could not do better than that, right? So the beaver is that call to do it. A beaver cannot afford to sit and do nothing waiting for winter to come. No, they have to work day and night practically to build the structure that is a miracle of nature. So there's something going on for you right now where you've been on the fence. In fact, I'm going to draw the tarot here and see oopsie, I'm sorry, and see what it is, what's going on. Because somebody that you are watching right now, and you've been kind of on the fence, maybe feeling like, I don't really feel like working on this right now. Something doesn't feel right about the timing. Queen of Cups coming out. I'm wondering if you have been curious. Oh, another card popping right out. Cards are on fire tonight. Thank you, Janice. Yes, so a part of you has been wanting love. In fact, you might have a crush on someone. There may be somebody that you've been friends and you're wondering, gosh, these cards, thank you, Spirit. Indeed. So this does seem to be a card about relationships. It looks like you've been wondering. You may have been asking all your friends, should I call him? Do you think she would go out with me? And you're kind of driving your friends crazy, to tell you the truth, because you're not taking action. And every time you ask them, they're giving you the same advice. You have something being drawn to you. There is a relationship, it could be a friendship, but it's looking like it is a love connection that, yes, this person may be a little shy. They may be afraid of themselves in this relationship. However, we're seeing this powerful energy, the Knight of Wands, wanting to create something. There's just this hunger to create something. And we have the Empress card, which is always pictured as pregnancy because something is due to deliver. Now, if you are of childbearing age, you do need to be careful in this connection and make sure that you're protected so that you don't have and surprising development, shall we put it that way? But this advice is for someone that has been on the fence. You have been wondering, what should I do? Should I pursue this? And what you're not seeing is the answers yes. You have nothing to lose. You may be with a person, they've been your friend for a long time, and you have a nice friendship, and you think about, gosh, what would happen if I moved forward on it? Spirit is saying, take the chance. Just like the Nike commercial, just do it. Whatever happens, you will open up a new path for yourself and for the person. You will not regret speaking your heart to this person. Okay. What a cool way to get started here. I love doing the readings for the collective. There is no accident that you tapped into this reading this evening. What is it that you want to know? If you want to have a personal reading, I am giving yes no readings away tonight, and we're using the divination sticks. And in order to get your reading, all you do is go to manifestfaster.com and put your question into the form that you'll see, and I will be happy to pull you a stick for your yes and no answer. If you would like for me to pull an oracle card for you so that you can see what the animal kingdom is advising and teaching about what it is you need to know right now, I'd be happy to do that. You'll find the menu for the readings at that same link. Okay, so let's move forward here for the collective. What is it now? What you want to do in receiving a reading that's for the collective, just hold in your heart your issue. What's troubling you? Are you stuck in between a rock and a hard place? Are you trying to figure something out? What is it you could be missing? What clue is there? And we have the moose. So again, a little bit of a nudge to take action, even if you're not sure it's right. The bottom line is that once you have stewed over your decision for a while, you need to take an action step and trust that your intuition will guide you. This moose energy is all about knowing what's best for you in your own heart. Only you know what is best. I'll see you later, Janice. Thanks for stopping in, friend. Only you know. And if you're being pushed to do something that's outside of your comfort zone, stop, pause. Do not be pushed, because the truth is that you will be better off if you go with what is true for you. Do you have a good friend, somebody that you could run this decision by? Perhaps your good friend has already been giving you some indications, but only you know what is best. If you have a pendulum, you might want to take the pendulum out to make a switch for yourself, make it swing yes or no. You could go sign up right now, and I would draw a stick for you from the yes no deck. So if you are someone who's trying to decide, should you yes or no, just register for a reading and I'll pull that card for you, because we really need how to trust our intuition, don't we? We cannot, it's not sustainable. You could go against your intuition for a while, but it will never fully satisfy you. Okay. So let's move on to our next oracle card here. What we're looking for is what it is that what you need to know right now on this Tuesday evening before Thanksgiving. Hold your situation in your mind and let's see what Spirit has for you. Hmm. Don't you love giraffes? Certain animals have such charm about them, and giraffes is one of them. It's just an amazing beastie. And you've got that long neck. The signal for you tonight, what you need to know, is that you are able to see what is in store for the future. You are getting hits. Oh, perfect, Mystic Christina Rose. You are able to see. Okay, so Christina, you know the drill. If you want a yes, no, go ahead and register for it. If you're happy to receive the draft message as if it's yours personally, of course, that's fine. But we're looking here, you're able to see what is in store for the future. So I'm feeling that there's doubt here, that in your situation, it feels okay. You're like, oh, this, I hope this is okay. But there's a little doubt because some of the steps that you're taking feel scary. They feel like you're taking a risk. And you'll find in life that greater the risk, the greater the reward. Hi, Trivia Music. Welcome. And I'm happy to draw a card for you. It's super simple. All you do is tap manifestfaster.com. You'll see it right there. And that's where you ask your question. Okay. That's my Hipsy page. That's the platform where all of my readings are available. Okay. So back over here, I'm going to draw 3 tarot cards for this. I'm just demonstrating for you the what you need to know reading. It's $11.11. If you'd like to have me pull more cards for you, I'm happy to do it. But this one is just a demonstration and it's for the collective. So you are able to see what is in store for the future. You are, even with doubt. So let me just pull these cards here and see how we can dive a little deeper. In first card, we have a 7 of Cups. This person is so concerned with making the correct decision. Are you a bit of a perfectionist? And kind of scared to make the choice? That goes with that giraffe. Stick your neck out, right? Stick your neck out. And King of Wands, power, mastery, security, knowing. This is beautiful. This is a card of knowing. The King of Wands knows what they want and they're not afraid to go for it. King of Wands is not afraid to take a risk. And then our last card. Oh, okay, this makes so much sense. Something has happened that has been very disappointing, right? Crushing, crushing disappointment. Um, so I've maybe goosebumps across my chest and my arms right now. There, for sure, there's somebody watching who has had a lot of disappointment, maybe more than one lately. And over here, we have the 7 of Cups, and that makes sense to me that the fear of making a mistake in the future is really holding you back, my friend. What you need to know right now is that you can trust your intuition. Many times when you go through a really difficult time, that is what happens that locks you down. It closes you in a box and it makes you terrified to make a choice. Look at this 7 of Cups. All of these cups hold an option. Each one of them has an opportunity. Each one of them is a path forward. It really doesn't matter which one he picks because any one of them brings new people, new experiences into their life. So, what does that mean for you? What's happening is that there's a part of you that longs for a more cohesive future. You're working at making better choices right now. And in your heart, you have the answer. There's a part of you that is sure about what to do. So, in these situations, I love to use affirmations that kind of speak from a future perspective. What if it all worked out? What would you be saying? Even though I don't know how, I'm stepping outside my fear right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm less fearful about my choices right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling more confident in planning my steps right now. There's something about phrases that rhyme that do sink deeply into your spirit. Even though I'm not sure how, I'm trusting my intuition again right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm taking off my blindfold now. Got it? All right, this is so cool. Remember that when we're doing readings for the collective like this, you can claim it. Just take it. Take this message and claim it for yourself. And trivia, you have, hi, Nimish. I hope I'm saying that right. Excellent. Thank you so much for asking your question. Trivia music, I imagine you're a musician with that name, is giving you guys a good example of how to grab your free reading. All you need to do is fill out your question on the form, and I'm more than happy to draw one of our divination sticks for you. Now, if you'd like for me to draw cards around your situation, it's a very small charge for a paid reading. It's on the menu. You can check out those paid readings, and I'm more than happy to draw more cards in case your situation is a little intense. Okay, so from Nimesh, we have current feeling of my girlfriend. What is she thinking about me? Okay, so we have to, this is a yes no question. So the obvious one, Nimesh, is to ask, is your girlfriend thinking about you, right? Is your girlfriend thinking about you? Is that okay if I make it a yes no question for you? That is what the information we get here. Perfect. Thank you very much. Where are you from, Nimesh? I love knowing where you guys are listening from. So let me know where you're from, and I'll mix up the cards. Oh, in India, bless your heart. Bless you, way over there, so far away. I'm in the U.S. in Tennessee. Okay, let's pull a stick for you and see if your beautiful girlfriend is thinking of you right now. Okay, and we have a yes. Yes, that jingling you hear is the tambourine of good luck. It is soundtracking your stable ascent towards the pinnacle of success. Your intuition guides you in the right direction, syncing your position with both stability and prosperity. So, this does look like there is a lot of good luck coming to you with your girlfriend. Okay. And it's saying that their success is going to be with you. Your intuition will be showing you how to move forward, and you want to create this collaborative this collaboration with your girlfriend. Okay, so congratulations on that. I am glad to be able to give you that good news, Nimesh. Excellent. Anybody else here with me right now? Thank you for tuning in. There are two ways to receive readings tonight. You can simply receive, as Christina Rose received the giraffe as her personal message. That's the beautiful part about the collective readings. And that's it. Excellent. Claim it. And so, as I do this next reading, you may claim it for your own situation. Well, thank you very much, Trivia, and thank you for coming tonight. Appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up. It really helps my channel and I appreciate it. Okay, so now another card for the collective. Hold your situation in your mind. What is it that's been troubling you? Is it your career? Is it your relationships? Is it family? What is it that's bothering you? And this card will give you a clue about what it is you need to know, something you may not be seeing. And we have the raven. Own your own power. All right. This is for someone who is in a situation where you have compromised a lot. You may be have a job where you're working too many hours and you're not able to limit it. You could be in a relationship where you have changed your personality in order to fit. Do you know what a chameleon is, you guys? A chameleon is a lizard that changes colors to match the background. Really amazing. And they're good at disappearing. So if you have a tendency to give in to your partner or to your family member, if you have that tendency, you definitely want to watch that. Okay, it's important that you don't give away the store. It's important to own your own power. I'm feeling drawn to pull some tarot cards for this because sometimes this can be tricky. You can find yourself giving more than the person's giving back to you, and you feel there's something missing. There's nothing lonelier than being in bed with someone who you're not connected to. And many times relationships sour and you stay in it for reasons that are important, but you've given away your power. Can anybody relate to that? Can anybody relate to that? Are you one who has tended to give away your power, standing on one leg, like you don't even have 2 feet on the ground? You don't want to leave the relationship. It doesn't feel right. You must learn how to own your power. Okay, let's see what else is here. What is the message for my friend who really needs to reclaim their place, own their power? There's ways to do it that are not being a bully. They're not being disrespectful. Do you see how these cards that came out of the deck? There's 3 of them here. So let's see, put this card and this card here. So this is showing that there definitely is something going on with you where you have been harmed, that you have been distracted because of a situation that has brought some fear to you. This particular devil card, if you look at how handsome, how attractive, how appealing the figure looks, just like you fall for something, like you think, oh, yeah, this is great. I love it. But look down in the corner where we see a puppet. Many times, what starts out good becomes manipulative, and you end up giving away your power to keep the peace. And that's not what you're called to do. What you need to know right now is this very opportunity that you're in is all about your healing. This is not the first time that you have been fooled and tricked by somebody or some work situation that has ended up stealing your power, where you feel like you don't have any say in how things are going. Now, this Page of Pentacles is all about learning, okay? And it's about a messenger, learning and a messenger. So I feel like tonight, for you to be here hearing me read the cards this way, it's for you to accept that the reason you're in the situation you are is for your healing. Okay, the reason you found yourself here, what was meant for harm, is no longer harmful because you are learning clearly that you want your power back. You feel it's been unfair, and you're right. It's been unfair. So it's important that you begin to get detailed on what it is that you're wanting. Okay. The easiest way to do it is to write down everything that is not pleasing to you, everything that you're disappointed in your current situation. Get out a piece of paper and write down everything that is wrong with where you are right now. That is the quickest way to create your new intentions for moving on. Learn from what's going on here. We don't blame them because whatever, it was good for a while and now it's not. But when you take your power back, you're going to feel, oh, yes, that's where I lost track. This is what is in my highest good. An affirmation that's helpful for a situation like this is this: even though I don't know how, I'm learning to take my power back now. Even though I don't know how, I'm choosing to take my power back now. Even though I don't know how, I'm learning to take my power back now. These kinds of affirmations can really help you when you realize, uh oh, something has happened that I'm not comfortable with, and I need to make a change. Okay. Even though I don't know how, I'm making a change for myself right now. Okay, very good. Welcome, everyone. If you have not visited my channel before, I'm glad to see you here. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, and we're all about breaking the patterns that are holding us in place when we have something better ahead of us. What you need to know right now, are there clues in your situation where you are missing it? You're not in a place where you're seeing the truth about your situation. That's what these readings are about. I do give out yes, no readings at no charge. And you can, I'm going to put the link in here so that you can click it and I will pull one of the divination sticks, which I love using. And if you'd like me to pull tarot cards for you, that's available also. You can order that by clicking manifestfaster.com. Now, hang on for a second. I thought I heard somebody at my door. Let me just check. I'll be right back. I'm so proud of Murphy. He didn't even bark when somebody came to the door. Thank you, Murphy. You're a good boy. Okay. All right. So if you'd like anybody here want to have me pull a yes, no stick, these are so fun. We use these about once a week or so. And I'm happy to answer your yes, no question by pulling a stick for you out of the stick box here. So if you'd like that, hi, Joe. Hi, Jose. Welcome. I'm happy to see you here tonight. So if you would like to have a yes, no reading, just click that manifestfaster.com link. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue reading for the collective. As you guys are sitting there right now, what's going on with you? What decision needs to be made? Are there people in your life that are causing you some consternation? What is that word, consternation? It's an old fashioned word. They're getting on your last nerve, right? Um, who is it? What's going on? What situation has got you tied up right now? Let's see what the animal deck has for us. What you need to know right now. Okay. All right. So this card, all you can receive this reading as if I have just drawn it for you personally. What's happening right now, there's been a lot of changes, haven't there? You may have moved, you may have started a new position, you may be a student. There's something happening that it was an unexpected change. It could have been a shocking change where you really didn't know what was going to happen next. And so the fox is known for being sly, for being so smart. And I believe that spirit is speaking to you that you are smart. You're a smart cookie. You may not be school smart, you might be street smart, but it's very hard to fool you. Okay. So as this card comes here, you need to adapt to the changes that are happening for you. Whatever it is that's happened out of the blue, that is maybe, yeah, like a tower experience, Maharguna, really something out of the blue that radically changed your life. And everything in you says, no, please, no, I don't want that. I get it. I've been through some of those, but there's something here for you to learn in this moment. So let me pull the tarot, see what we have here. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Very interesting. See what else we have. What is about this big change? Oh, look at what came out. The tower. That's fascinating. Very interesting. You called it Maharguna. It is a tower experience. Something fell apart. Something that was working fell apart. What else do we need to know here? One more card for my friends. Again, if you would like me to pull a card for you or a divining stick, just fill out the manifestfaster.com link and I can pull cards for you. Okay, I'm going to pull the card from the bottom of the deck, what we're not seeing. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is a cool reading. I really love this one for you because this could be a relationship issue. It could be that somebody has changed their mind and you guys used to be a thing and they have decided they don't want to. Joseph, I'm happy to pull cards for you. You just have to register at manifestfaster.com and pick what you want. If you want just a yes and no, that's great because then I can pull a card if she's thinking about you. Fantastic. Or if you'd like me to pull more cards, just let me know. But in this card, it looks like there's been a change in the relationship status. That maybe somebody gave you a no contact. That could be exactly what's going on here. Is there anybody here who has been, somebody told you, please don't contact me? If that's you, let me know. Okay. Go ahead and throw in, just as I suspected. Somebody here can relate to that. Somebody has called you into a no contact. That's no fun. At Tower, it felt like everything fell apart. There used to be something very sweet. There was a relationship. It was working. At least you thought so. But chances are that your person has gotten to a place where they need to make a change. They may have doubt. They may have doubt whether it is going to last. And believe me, this is a good thing. If your person is unsure about what's going to happen next, you want to know before you get in too deep. Okay. So this is not bad news, and it's important to adapt to the changes. So if this person, if your girlfriend or boyfriend, if your person has said, please leave me alone right now, I need some time, you must honor them. I know this isn't easy. If I were there with you, I could give you a hug. Nobody likes to hear this, but the truth is, your ability to honor this big change is going to be good for everyone. Why do I say this? Because this Knight of Cups has shown up in this future position. Okay, that means that there is love coming. It's not what you're expecting. Okay, as you adopt to the ending of this situation, notice the fox is walking this way. Let it go. And then the tail of the fox is pointing right down here to this Knight of Cups, which is all about fresh romance. So if this is you, please take it to heart. I do have, hey Renata, welcome. There is a reading in my menu. It's all about being in a no contact situation, and I can dive into the cards and create a recording for you personally and privately. So if this is you and you're struggling with a no contact situation, take a look at the menu. Okay. Renata, welcome. I hope you had a great day at work and that you were treated as respectfully as you deserve. As you know, I'm hoping. Hey, David, welcome. I would love to read for you. If you want a reading, everything's a little bit different since last time you were with me, David, because I now am on a platform that handles all of my readings. And in order to get your reading, all you do is click Manifest Faster, and it will take you to Hipsy, my new platform where you can submit your question. There are free readings and there are two paid readings over there. Okay, so go ahead, follow that link, and you will be added to the queue, and I will read for you right away. Let's see, Renata, I was saying hi to you. Hi, Renata. Um, what we're doing tonight is we are talking about what it is that you need to know right now. So, as you know, Renata's been here many times. Renata, as you know, you just hold your situation in your mind. Newcomers, welcome. My name's Catherine. So glad you're here with me tonight. So, hold your situation in your mind. It's not necessary to get a personal reading during the live because as you hold your situation in your mind, and then receive what it is that this card has for you, a clue, what you might be missing about your current situation. And we have the raccoon. Ah, I love this card. So, for those of you who have claimed this card, whatever situation you're in, Spirit wants you to know you have all the resources you need. What strikes me immediately is sometimes we really believe that if we had a better job, or if we had more money, or if we had our person, that everything in our life would be perfect, right? If I only had that thing, everything would be perfect. And unfortunately, that's just not how the game of life goes. The game of life goes up and down and up and down. Sometimes we have peak experiences that are fabulous. Other times we fall off a cliff into some sort of disaster. The striped tail of this raccoon is kind of equating what I'm feeling, because we have dark times and light times, over and over and over. In this situation right now, it feels like you need something from another human. It does. I know. You're lonely, you're feeling insecure, you're wanting to feel safety, you want to feel that security. But Spirit is saying, look, these times when you're wondering, the times when you're curious, is when you can learn the most. So let's draw some tarot. Again, if you would like for me to pull tarot cards for you, it's only $11.11. If you have that, you're welcome to jump in. And I'm happy to pull several cards for you. At the very least, we can pull a yes, no, and I can give you a yes, no answer for your immediate question. Going to manifestfaster.com to receive your reading. Okay, for the collective, what are the clues here? If you have all the resources you need and you're not believing it, why not? Let's take a look at the cards. Oh, aha. So here is part of the story. There's something around your situation. If you're very honest with yourself, you're going to feel that you're bored, right? There's something, it's okay, but it's not the best. And you really are looking outside yourself. You're looking away. Well, what do I need? I need something from outside myself, because I'm not satisfied with the way things are. And Spirit says, no, no, no. Spirit says, no, 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 my friend. Two cards came out. And let's see. Okay. Yes, you are holding a story right now, my friend. You're holding a story that is simply not true. You may think that at a different job it would be better. You may think that if you had a different partner, life would be easier. And you may certainly think if you had more money, everything would be better. But this is an illusion, because the main goal is to find satisfaction. The main source of knowing yourself and how much you have within you is to discover satisfaction where you are right now. Okay. When you feel bored with your situation, I have good news and bad news. The good news is that boredom is good for us. It makes us consider, why am I bored? What's going on? And people would tell you, if you feel bored, some people think you are boring. Hi, Maureen. Welcome. If you feel bored, sometimes people find you are boring. So you got to quit being bored. Looking this way, where she's looking at this Eight of Swords, she sees herself as just tied up. Nothing good is happening. However, remember I used the word illusion? This is an illusion, because if you look at this card, look at that. She's not tied up at all. She's free. She could get up and walk away, but she believes herself frozen in place. And this is essentially locks her out of being able to see how strong she is, how capable she is of making a change. When you can acknowledge the resources you have right now, which will come from gratitude, from appreciating what do you have right now that's working out for you. If you are really struggling, you might have to go for the fact that you have ears to hear and you're listening right now. It could be gratitude for the breath that you take. And our breath is always freely given. Life is the greatest gift. And if you have life, you are blessed. This Seven of Wands, I really love this for you, my friend. This is making a choice and saying, I am not looking at all of these distracting situations. I am 100% committed to finding and appreciating what is working in my life right now. You have more resources than you know. What happened to me several years ago, like it was 2015, where I read a book that changed me completely. It was called E Squared by Pam Grout. That book challenged me to find what's working. And I started writing things down that even though I was struggling after just divorcing someone, I needed to find the positives that were going on. And the more grateful I got, the more people were generous with me. They would give me food. They'd buy my meals. One time I was standing in line at the theater and this guy walked up. There must have been 20 people there. He walked up and handed me a coupon. He said, Here, use this for your drink, $5 drink. And then it went on from there. Somebody actually gave me a hot air balloon ride. Now, you guys might not want to do that, but for me, it was a bucket list thing. So they paid for me to take a hot air balloon ride. So many magical things happened once I got the handle of believing that gratitude made it possible for more good things to come to me. So, if you think you need other people to give you things in order for you to be happy, Spirit would say to you, I hear you, but you're not even grateful for the things you already have. Why should we bring you more things when you're not appreciating what you have? We are a bunch of whiners and complainers and whingers. We are. Unless we break that habit, that's what will help you get over the boredom. Look at this Four of Cups card. Over here, she's so bored with what she has and she's not even appreciating. She doesn't see this new cup coming her way, the very thing she's waiting for. It's right there, but she's so busy kind of whining that she's not seeing it. All right. So, my friend, if this is resonant for you, claim it. It's yours. You can have it if you wish for it. When we do readings for the collective like this, they're meant for you. If you tune in right now, I know, Maureen, you are really, Maureen has been here many times. We've had the chance to do some work together, and this woman is strong, strong, strong. Even though life has dealt her some challenging times, she's willing to learn, and that's why she comes back. I love you, Maureen. If there's anything you want to yes, no about here, of course, you know the game. You can fill out Manifest Faster. And I do have, oh, you did it, Maureen. I didn't even notice. Let me see. Is my friend in the ER? Okay. All right, let's see here. So, Maureen, I hesitate to answer health questions. So let me just see how I could reframe this in a way that I'm a little more comfortable because it's just outside of what I do. Hold on for a second. You know what, Maureen? This is what I suggest. Will I have, okay, hold on. Oh, okay, here, I could say this. Is there anything I can do right now to support my friend? How does that sound? Is there anything I can do right now to support my friend? That's more about your energy and I feel more comfortable with that because I just don't do the health questions, okay? Okay, perfect. Okay. So now these sticks, we've used them many readings now. We just love them, don't we? This is the way that I'm pulling your yes, no question for you tonight. And so all you have to do is fill out the form you'll see at manifestfaster.com. Let me just put it in here for you so you can see it. and just click that link and ask your question, and I'm happy to pull a stick for you. So, Maureen, is there anything that you can do right now in support of your friend? Let's see. All right, and we have a yes. Okay, you, Maureen, are reborn from the ashes. The unexpected completion of a previous stage and your openness to everything new gives you incredible luck, empowerment, and generous rewards. You will be the center of attention for some time to come. Enjoy your accomplishments. They couldn't have happened without you. So, this is showing me that, particular with your friend, all of the changes that you've done, the lessons you're learning about protecting yourself, about trusting the divine, even when it's hard, all of these lessons are going to make you an excellent supporter for your friend. All right. Your prayer, um, I would also write a list of the positive aspects about your friend. Write down all of the things that you love about your friend. On a scale of 1 to 10, you can rank them. Let's say she's a good cook, and you could say, "That's so cool. I love that about her. I'm going to give it a 10." And then other things that you love about her, and then rank from 1 to 10 how much you appreciate it. Okay. This is going to be a way that you can intercede, you can gain access into her energy simply from love and appreciation. Then, when you get a nudge, when you get a nudge for something that you could actually do for her, I believe that you will, if it's he or she, that you will feel a sense of creativity. You may want to actually make her a card, get out your markers and crayons and pencils and draw a card for her that you're going to deliver. You could plan to cook a meal for your friend, but as you engage with just being so grateful for them in your life, that opens a door to allow more creativity to come into place. Another thing is, of course, using affirmations that would fulfill you and remove worry. So I might suggest this. Even though I don't know how, I'm trusting my friend in spirit's hands right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm trusting her doctors to care for them now. Even though I don't know how, I'm choosing hope over worry right now. Now, I do notice, Maureen, at the top of my screen, I had the number 1111 show up. And so I would Google the spiritual meaning of 1111. I think it will bring you great wisdom. And now, everyone, could we please just pull together as a community and then just lift up our friend Maureen's friend who is in the hospital? And may we just send abundance of healing energy to Maureen's friend. Maureen, we are lifting you up. We're praying that spirit would guide the hands and the minds of the doctors and nurses who are serving her so that this medical emergency could come to a good result for her. Okay, my friend? It's hard when somebody you know is suffering. I know that. So keep us posted, okay? All right. Anybody else have a yes, no question that you want me to answer? Please do register for the free reading. And also, if you want me to pull tarot cards for you, I'm here to do that. If you want an oracle card, it's $4.95. And if you want me to pull tarot with it, that's $11.11. And you can find out all about it at manifestfaster.com. Okay. Just taking a break here for a second and have a little drink of water. Thank you so much for spending this Tuesday evening with me. 1111 is up at the top of the screen again. If anybody who's watching, if you want to Google that meaning of 1111 and copy and paste it and put it in here for us, that would be so cool because I would love to know what the angel meaning of 1111 is. Thank you. Isn't this a beautiful deck? Let me show you the box. A lot of you guys ask when I'm reading. I have so many cards tonight. Oopsie, upside down. This is the Power Animal Oracle by Stephen D. Farmer. This is an older deck. It's been out for a long time. Thank you, Alita. I appreciate you sending healing energy out to Maureen's friend. Absolutely. Oh, you're welcome, Maureen. We're here for you. I feel like this is like a family, that all of you guys, some of you have come to many of my readings, some of you are new, but it's my goal to create a community where we can support one another. Okay. All right. Yes, please head into manifestfaster.com so that you can receive your reading, my friends. Okay. Manifestfaster.com. I will put a link in there, try to make it easy for you to select. Meanwhile, as you're here with me right now, what situation is troubling you? What is going on? You're maybe trying to make a decision, not sure whether to go left or right. Let's see what you could be missing. There's a clue here, what you need to know right now. Oh, hello. This is very timely, very timely. And again, the number 1111 keeps repeating in the amount of people here and the amount of likes. So, of course, I want you guys to hit the thumbs up and change our number up there. But if you've been waiting for some kind of wisdom, it could be that you are a bit of a control freak. Nothing personal, nothing personal. But are you a bit of a control freak? And then you would say, "Well, no, not really. I just like things a certain way." I totally get that. Sometimes wanting to be in charge and take charge can actually hold you back. Okay. Otter, the need to surrender and let go of control. Now, I must admit, if I'm honest with you, I don't like to let go of things. For example, even in this reading, if there's a mistake or something goes wrong or somebody doesn't get their reading, I don't like that. But I have learned in my years as a reader that you really can't count on the internet. You never know what's going to happen, right? So I have to be ready to go with the flow. Once again, 1111 repeats itself. So what's going on? Ooh, the lover's card comes up. The lover's card. This can be, I mean, I know that it is. One of the biggest problems that we have with our relationship is when somebody wants to control too much. Maureen, thank you for mentioning that. Otters are very playful, and sometimes you can end up with a partner who is too playful. They were cute when you first met them, but now they get on your last nerve. Okay. You laughed and you enjoyed them when you first met, and now their dumb jokes and their puns and the way they act is embarrassing to you. This is very specific. Is this you? Where there is a loving connection here, but it's falling apart. It's separating. Notice how she's holding on to his hair in her hands as if like yanking him and saying, "Yes, but can't you just act this way? I need this from you." And the problem is that you could undermine or even harm your connection if you're too controlling. So let's take a look here at the tarot. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Let go of control. This could be also with somebody who has an adult child, that they are acting like a child. They're an adult, but they're acting foolish. Okay. And this foolishness is making you crazy. They should know better. Why are they acting that way? Now, I must say, this is a very personal meaning to me tonight because I have somebody in my life who does act childish. They are a relative of mine, and I want them to stop. I watch them behave that way, and how can they behave that way? And I don't have I don't have any permission to be a boss in their life. None. They're making their choices, but it is a loving relationship. And so here's this Queen of Pentacles, which makes me laugh out loud because this kind of looks like a control freak, even though I know the Queen of Pentacles is an energy of complete confidence, an energy that says, you know what? I know what I know, and I worked hard to know what I know. And the bottom line is, I know what's best for you. Now, I say that with a huge grin on my face because this is a fatal flaw for some people where they have such good vision of what's right and wrong that you can look at somebody else's life and think, no, no, you'd be better off if you did it my way. So, whoever's listening, I want you to realize that this surrender is key to creating growth in this relationship, whether it's an adult child to the parent, if it's a husband and wife, it's boyfriend, girlfriend, but there's something about their behavior that is annoying and yet, if you surrender, if you can surrender, you're going to cause balance to come back because this person does not like to be controlled. They're spontaneous. They need their freedom. And the more you try to cling to them, the less likely, the less happy they'll be. Got it? Okay, let's pull one more card here. Why is letting go so important? What does my friend need to see? Now, remember, when you're at a collective reading, anything I say that resonates with you, there's no accident. You're here for a purpose. If you need more information, I have readings available in my storefront here at Hipsy. Okay, you guys, this card was at the bottom of the deck, and I thought, now I'm just going to mix it up and look at this. It comes back. Now, what I'm seeing here is so interesting because this hair of his goes right into this crow energy. And the crow is the sign of our thoughts, and it's also the sign of communication. So you are blind right now. Your person is squawking at you, wishing that you would get it. You've got to let go of your person. You have to trust that everything will work out as it should because this person has been trying to communicate to you that they need to do life their way. And it's been really hard for you to accept this because when you look at their life, you're like, hey, I can plainly see that they're on the right, and excuse me, that they're on the right, wrong track. I can plainly see that they need to do things a different way. But they're saying to you, you have to let me go. You have to let me go. The only way that we have a chance of being together is if you surrender completely and let me live my life. Okay. Very difficult to do. Very. Because, especially if the person is in harm's way, maybe they need to be in therapy, right? Maybe they need to be in some kind of treatment. But the reality is, you have no control here. You're the only person that doesn't know it. So take a breath and just try to listen to these affirmations and trust this process, okay? Even though I don't know how, I'm learning to surrender right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm getting ready to get ready to get ready to surrender right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm choosing to learn how to let go right now. Being too controlling in any kind of environment is never going to serve the highest good. Okay, my friend? If you think I'm not controlling, ask someone you trust. Ask someone you trust, okay? You are welcome. Hi, Christoph. Welcome. I'm glad that you could receive from that. I know one time I did a brave thing and I asked a friend of mine to I asked him, some kind of question like, if I had a flaw, Catherine, if I had a flaw that I'm not seeing, what would it be? Now, listen, you talk about being brave. Holy moly. He said to me, well, you are a little domineering. And I went, domineering? Moi? And then I went and looked it up, what it meant. And I thought, oh boy, that was tough words for me to hear. I mean, honestly, but then I thought, I may be a domineer, but I don't want to be a mouseketeer. You know what I'm saying? I had been through so many tough situations in my life where I had no control, raised by a rageaholic, alcoholic, a lot of chaos, and then went through some relationships in my young adult years that echoed the chaos. And finally, when I broke free and started to find my voice, I did get a little controlling and I am a little domineering at times. I'm not proud of it. But as a double Scorpio, I don't want to sting people. I want to work with people. And so I was grateful for my friend to tell me the truth because there's balance between being a domineer and a mouseketeer. And I can find it in the middle. So if you have a strong personality, you have a shadow, and people that love you see it, but do you have the courage to ask about it, right? I dare you, double dog dare you. Anyway, if you'd like to have a reading, I'd be so pleased to pull a stick for you. Tonight's free reading is a yes no question, and I'm using these fabulous sticks here. Um, where I pull a stick and give you your answer. If you have a yes, no question that you would like me to answer, I'm happy to do it. Yes, a double Scorpio, and I have a Gemini moon, which is where the teacher in me is so enlivened and why I feel more of a teacher than a coach or than a reader because I want to teach people how to accept their shadow and to be able to fulfill the dreams that you have and find that satisfaction. So, taking a read for the collective here. Hi, Dipali, welcome. I'm glad to see you here. If you'd like to have a yes, no question answered, just go to manifestfaster.com. I have plenty of room. I'm happy to do that for you. If you'd like me to draw you tarot cards, I can do that also. Yes, Dipali, it's super simple. All you do is go to this website right here. That's my platform. They handle all of my readings, all of the various services that I offer are available at manifestfaster.com. See that blue link right above Dipali? All you do is click there and you can ask your question. Okay, my friend? Meanwhile, let's take a card for the collective. What is it that's going on for you? What do you need to know right now? Is there something going on in your family? On the job, in your romance? What is it? Hold it in your mind and let's see what we have. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. This is a wonderful card. Somebody watching has been waiting for a transformation. You have been in your cocoon. You're not a caterpillar anymore. You've made some changes and things haven't been moving along as quickly as you want. Did you guys know that when a butterfly comes out of the cocoon, it needs to dry its wings? Its wings are all crumpled up and wet from being in the cocoon. And it is such a miracle, isn't it, that a caterpillar transforms itself completely into a butterfly. So the butterfly has to find a safe place, crawls out of the cocoon and just slowly, slowly allows the wings to dry, begins to flap them gently, doesn't take off for flight, not yet, because everything needs to dry. Okay. And so when you are in that place where you're waiting for your breakthrough, it's so frustrating, isn't it? Trust me, I have been there. Trust me. So let's pull some tarot. Beautiful. Let's pull some tarot. I love when the cards come out of the deck by themselves. It just touches my heart because here we have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor would be the opposite energy of the wet caterpillar. I mean, excuse me, the wet butterfly. Okay. The butterfly is such a magnificent creature. The butterfly, when it's in flight, when it goes from flower to flower, it's unafraid of the wind. It's unafraid of any problems that might happen. It just flutters those wings and flies. The emperor is the energy of the boss. This is the boss card. So when that caterpillar comes out, it's not a boss, it's a weak creature. And if some bird sees it or a lizard sees it, it'll eat it up just like that because it's so vulnerable. But once that butterfly forms its complete self, it's the boss of its world. Okay. Now I know that this is a ram's head, it's a skeleton, but it just kind of reminds me of a butterfly coming out of the cocoon in this art. Also, look at how this beam of light is coming right down next to this from this butterfly energy. So listen, if you're watching right now, this is a message for you. Your breakthrough is right here, right now. Don't be surprised if you don't get a phone call, an email, or a text within the next 24 to 48 hours. I'm not kidding, because there is something very electric about the energy right now. The reason I say that is because I have goosebumps all over my chest and down my arms. And when I get goosebumps, it usually means that somebody listening to me has goosebumps. Is this you? Because when you hear something resonant in a tarot reading, it doesn't even have to be from my channel. I mean, you guys, many of you are channel hoppers. God love you. I am too. But I'm glad you're here right now with me. I'm happy that you're hearing this message because you have been waiting for a breakthrough for a while. So the high priestess is ready. And I love this card. Chris Ann is the artist who drew these pictures. Can you see how her eyes change from being closed to being open? Can you see that? Your intuition does not sleep. Your intuition has been with you the whole time you've been in your cocoon, the whole time that you were a caterpillar crawling on the floor. Hey, Rainbow. Ooh, isn't it? I love it. I bought the book that she wrote. I highly recommend the way she talks about why she drew each of these pictures. It just makes her work that much deeper. It's you can look it up on the Amazon or the book sites and look for the book that matches the cards. I am so glad I have it in my library. I love it. So the message here is that this part of you has stayed the same. When you were crawling on the ground like a caterpillar, when you gave up and crawled into the cocoon to transform, and now it's time for you to step up and be the boss of you. Got it? Get ready for that breakthrough. Let's ask for one more card for our beautiful transitioning friend. Thank you. Here it is. Ah, Two of Cups. Wow, what a so Rainbow, I assume that you're a reader, but look at those cards, doesn't it? I bet you get goosebumps with me. I see at the top of my page, I have 1414. So please do look up online. What is the spiritual meaning of 1414? This is major. So here we have the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups, of course, people connect to their love life right away, and I don't blame you. But this is a collaborative energy. This could be true at work, could be true with friendships, it could be true with a reconciliation. Has there been someone that you've wanted to reconnect with for a long time? You've done everything you know to do, right? But nothing's working. Listen, this energy is showing us that there's something going on behind the scenes that's going to show itself in due time, which I think, honestly, 24 to 48 hours, I would not be surprised if some kind of message doesn't come that really changes your perspective on things. This person This situation is desiring a collaborative energy. Look at how these hands are so loosely held. There's no one gripping and clinging to anyone here. This is somebody who's coming in on equal ground. So, this time that you've been waiting has been a gestation. Nature is filled with gestations. Nothing comes like that. If you plant a kernel of corn in the ground, you're not making corn muffins tomorrow, right? We have to allow that nature and humans and spirit all have gestation. So please keep this in mind. If you are resonant with this reading, hit that thumbs up. Let's just jump in here with the icons. Are you resonating? If you are, hit it. Let's hit that. Let's all agree. If you've been waiting for a breakthrough, let's affirm that this is coming our way and that we are ready to receive. Got it? Good. Excellent. Wow, these cards are on fire tonight, you guys. I'm so glad you are here. So important that we never give up. Never. Okay. All right, Renata, here. Oh, good. Will senior leadership be aware of your hard work despite some downplaying your accomplishments and overlooking you? Okay, let's take it. Okay, so Renata, hold on to your situation. Is there, um, okay, so will you be recognized? Will you be acknowledged? You know what, Renata, I'm sensing a little adjustment on the question. I'm sensing, honestly, I feel like there is someone there. When I look at management in general, it just feels too vague. But I'm sensing that the question may better serve you. That I'm asked: Is there someone? Is there an individual there who totally recognizes your gifts and your talents? Somebody that might end up being an ally. What you need to know right now, a clue. Okay, let's take it. If you are here and it's your first time, welcome. If you would like me to draw a yes no from our yes no box, all you have to do is fill out the David. Are you still here, David? I would love to read for you, my friend. All you need to do is go to manifestfaster.com and I'm happy to pull cards for you. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, yes, I think so too, because it's hard when you look at like management as being like the big bad boogeyman, when all you need is who you know, not what you know. Isn't that true, Renata? So, yes, the lotus of happiness is about to blossom and bring you wonderful events filled with positive emotions. Now, I have goosebumps running up and down my back right now, across my shoulders. Anybody who's feeling goosebumps right now, receive it. This proof to you guys and me too that we are connected in energy. So there is potential for the unexpected, but timely support you require. This is the perfect time for you to start new and exciting undertakings. Okay, so Renata, to me, that lotus of happiness is about to blossom. I do believe there is a person who is an advocate for you that sees your giftedness. You might know who this person is. And you might even think to yourself, man, I wish that person would do more for me. I wish that I could confer with that person. I wish that I wish that I had an ally. So, what I'm seeing at the energy of this stick is that there is that unexpected but timely support. So that as you are looking at the people at work right now, and look through, you might want to do this on paper. Write down the names of all. Oh yeah, I think this would be fun to do, Renata. Write a list of the names of all the people that are on your management team, and then rank on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to use the word affinity. I really love that word. It's that feeling of closeness that you can't explain. It's like feeling like you've known them a long time when you've only known them a short time. On a scale of 1 to 10, with with affinity being a 10 and aversion being a 1. So as you look at your management team, who do you have aversion towards? Which means, like you just don't feel comfortable, or you feel they're cold to you. And then rank the affinity as a 10, because there is someone there who I believe can be your advocate, maybe even a mentor to you. Maybe there's something that you could ask them where, if you trust them enough, and you could say, "What would you recommend to somebody like me to maximize my opportunities here in this company? What would you recommend?" And then listen, because chances are that there's somebody that has had their eye on you, and in their mind, they're thinking, gosh, if Renata was only a little bit more trained in this way, or if the way she organized her projects was a little more that way, that they would feel absolutely that promotion or advancement would be logical. Okay. So, affirmation for you, Renata, my friend. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling more supported right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm being noticed for my hard work right now. Even though I don't know how, advancement is right in front of me right now. And one more. Even though I don't know how, even though I don't know how, there's a workaround this person right now. Okay, Renata, that person who it feels like they downplay. What the word that I love is workaround. I love that phrase. Even though I don't know how, I'm seeing a workaround right now, because this focus on that person isn't serving you. What do you appreciate? This is tough. Renata, I know you to be a person who is a tiger. And so this is a hard one, but it changes things. What can you find positive about that person? Okay. I had a similar situation, very similar, working with a woman who was dismissive. It was just her habit. And she wasn't dismissive just of me, she was a dismissive personality. And I felt spirit leaning on me and saying, Catherine, and I don't hear spirit, it's just the ideas, but it's like, you've got to find something positive about this person. Just one thing that when you go to work, you can say, wow, I admire that. And believe me, Renata, this was not happy. I would rather have the person just be nicer. But no, spirit had a different idea. Well, get this. The only thing that I could find was that she had beautiful nails. She had gorgeous manicure. Her nails were absolutely spectacular. They were clever and they were gorgeous. Well, that's what I did. I began to just notice that and pay attention. Even though I don't know how, I'm admiring her manicure right now. That was enough to start to change the energy, because you can never change another person, but you can change how that person impacts you. Okay. I know that you use tapping. Tapping is a good way to go about this, and being able to see this person a little bit more positively. Okay. Even though I don't know how, I'm able to feel neutral about this person right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm actually indifferent toward the person right now. This is the only thing you can control. And it's a great lesson, and will help you if you need to make that decision about staying or going. Okay, my friend? Thank you so much for participating. And to Polly, yes, I see that your question is registered. Thank you, Polly. I know you've been here before, and I thank you for coming back. And let's see, will my husband Prabhat take me with him after 4th December mediation counseling? Okay, so are you asking if he will go to counseling with you, Polly? That's what I'm wondering. Do you want, is your yes or no that he will go to mediation with you? Okay. I'm getting ready to pull this card, this stick for you. DePauli, I know that you know what you're asking here. Take me with him after he taking me with him home after counseling. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for clarity, my friend. Okay. For DePauli, will her husband be taking home with him after the counseling? Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Okay, so this it says yes, yes, good news and joyful events explode into your life. It arrives like the light at the end of a dark tunnel. Hope and inspiration return for a quick resolution to the situation. Expect unusual offers to come to you, providing you with boundless good luck. Words and ideas are your greatest tools. So, with your situation, Dipali, it's important that you realize that things are changing right now. And the fact that mediation is happening and that you're having some support for making some big changes. I believe that your husband holds high feelings for you, and you still have high feelings for him. But what's been going on between you has been difficult, hasn't it? I'm very grateful for you guys that you're going to mediation. It's important to stay open minded and allow your partner to speak their truth, and then also for you to take the stand that you need to take. It might be helpful for you to talk to a counselor by yourself and not just as a couple so that you can develop a strategy. But with this reading, it looks like there is room and there's opportunity for hope. Okay. An affirmation that I like to use in situations like this would be, even though I don't know how, things are working out for the best right now. Even though I don't know how, things are working out for both of us right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm trusting the divine to help me right now. Be humble, be surrendered, and be open to listen. Whatever it is that's important to your partner, it's important that you're able to listen and understand. If you have questions, you need to ask them. Sometimes when things get very tight between us, it's because we love one another so deeply that we are able to hurt each other deeply, right? And it sounds like some restoration and work will be helpful. Okay. There's a very wonderful woman on YouTube. Let me see if I can put her name in here. And you can Google her, you can search for her on YouTube. Hang on. And she is a wonderful woman. She's been a marriage counselor for years, and she is kind of famous for having different ideas that people don't expect. Esther Perel, I think that's how you spell her name, but she's a wonderful. So you can use the YouTube search and look for Esther Perel marriage counselor, and her channel will come up. And she has literally hundreds and hundreds of videos that can help build your confidence. Okay, my friend, best of luck to you, Dipali. Okay. Oh gosh, that's really hard. That's really hard. That's where Esther Perel is somebody who I would highly recommend because she is very wise about people who have had an affair. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I that is very, very tough. When you get a yes, as if I feel your husband has feelings for you and for the other person, and you do need to have mediation for that. I do feel he holds feelings for you, but it may be that you need to make the decision to split it off if she's gonna keep going through being split like that. She takes a lot of leave. Oh, yeah, when she's not there. Oh, that's hilarious. No, Renata, honestly, that lady with the fingernails, there was nothing positive. I mean, she was dismissive, and dismissive feels really rude, doesn't it? It's not easy to put up with somebody who is dismissive. But that's their personality. So, yes, if there's anything you can, about her sense of style, if she, anything about her that you can work up the courage in your mind to find something to praise. You don't have to praise her, but just by lifting your own spirit, because when you have distaste for someone, it attracts their worst side. Okay, that's just life. And so if you can find a way to be, what's the beautiful word? Peaceful indifference. Peaceful indifference. Wouldn't it be cool, Renata, if you'd be at a place where you simply didn't care? You didn't care about her opinion. You were completely indifferent because maybe you will move companies, right? You know that you like that sense of adventure. So, and Dipali, blessings on you, girl. Could everybody just use that little heart in the corner, and let's send our friend Dipali some energy because she is really having a hard time. She loves a man who's having a hard time picking her, and she needs that divine wisdom to be able to go forward. All right. Be sure to talk to some kind of a professional counselor, or perhaps somebody that's a holy person in your culture, somebody who's really smart and could give you some wise counsel. Okay, my friend? Okay, we have time for more. Would anybody else like to have me pull a yes no question? I would be happy to do it. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and do another reading for the collective here. And Renata, thank you so much for being here. Maureen, thank you for being the cheerleader today and sending healing vibes to the people who are just looking for some. That's the spirit, Renata. Bravo, bravo. And even in the future, when she's acting badly, you can think to yourself, even though she is not as kind as I'd like, the truth is she has great taste in jewelry. Okay. I know I'm making light of it, but it really does help. Hi, Shivi. Welcome. If you would like to have a yes no reading, I'm here for you. All you have to do is click the link. Let me pop it into the chat for you. Click that link that says Manifest Faster, and I am happy to pull a stick for you. Okay, all right. Nobody is in line right now. So anyone who wishes a reading, this is your time. No accident that you popped into my channel tonight. Welcome. I'm Catherine. I'm happy to draw a card for you. What is it that you wonder about? What do you need? Yes or no? All you have to do is register and you will receive a quick read. But if you'd like to have tarot cards or an oracle card, I'm here for you also. This is for the collective. So hold in your mind what's troubling you, what situation is got you at all upset. Oh, I love when you hang out here. It's so fun. Shivi, I would be happy to pull one of the divination sticks for you, but you do need to register manifestfaster.com. Okay. This particular card is for the collective. What is your situation? What do you need wisdom about? Let's see if you can apply these cards. Imagination. It's the seal. Immerse yourself. Immerse yourself. Immerse yourself in artistic and creative expression. Okay, so here I feel that there's somebody who is waiting to hear some news. Perhaps you applied to school and you're waiting to see if you got accepted. Perhaps you are in a timeout in your relationship and you and your person are taking time away from each other so that you can figure out what you're wanting. That there's something that's stalled and you don't know what to do. The answer is to turn to something else completely. Get your mind completely off your situation for at least 24 hours, where you just simply be disciplined and choose to think something else. Because when you're obsessing, when you're thinking about something night and day, it's not good for you. The calm mind makes a better decision. Okay, the calm mind. So doing something creative. Now, I did bring an example for you because I ask people, what do you do that's creative? And a lot of people say, I'm not creative at all. I don't play an instrument. I'm not an artist. I'm completely void and lacking of artistic ability. And I say, well, I know that's not true. I know it for sure. We were designed to be creators. We were born of a creator and we can create. And I'm going to show you right here how easy it is to distract yourself when you're obsessing about something. I have a crayon. This is a cool crayon. And I have a card. And when you are obsessing, so let's say you hold your situation right now. So Shivi, you're wondering whether you should accept the offer, you're obsessing in your mind, you don't know what to do. The worst thing to do is to keep thinking over and over and over. So grab a blank piece of paper and just create a loopy loop. So you just allow yourself to let the crayon wander around the paper, just like this, circling around and around, crossing the paths. And just as you're thinking, watching the line develop, and what you'll find is that it's hard to worry when you're doing this. Okay. And just go around looping and looping. And this is creative. You're like, this isn't creative, Catherine. This is scribbling. I know. But the fact is that a part of your brain that can help you relax is lit up when you do this. Then, if you want to be advanced, if you want to be an advanced artist, you can get other crayons and you can start coloring in what you just scribbled, just like this, and just pick little pieces and color it in. I didn't bring my whole crayon set, I brought just a couple. And believe me, if you do this for 30 minutes or so and just do this, it is so refreshing to your brain. If your brain could pop out and give you a hug, it would. Because when you obsess over things over and over again, it's so annoying to your own self. It's like we're supposed to find times when we rest and we don't worry. And me, I tend to, this is why I love activities like this, because I tend to overthink things and I tend to get worried. I really have to. I'm grateful for meditation because it really helps me to break away from worry. But creating little pictures like this is so easy because there's no making mistakes. It's just scribbling. Okay. So this is, yeah, it's super therapeutic. Absolutely. And so, for me personally, when you look at the colors you choose, it can have significance. Like purple is the color of the crown chakra and it's the spiritual connection, and green is the color of the heart and that heart connection. So, doing this is a way that you can immerse yourself in a creative expression, okay? Because your imagination will end up being a real helper for you when you're stuck in a situation, okay? If you don't know what to do next, choose to do something creative. It will be so helpful for you. Okay, anybody else here who would like a free reading? Let's see, I don't have anybody in the lineup, and there are a few of you here. Let me just pull another couple of oracle cards before we leave. Okay, what is it you need to know right now? Hold your situation in your hand. Hold your situation in your mind. What needs solving? What is troubling you? Who is troubling you? Snake. A lot of times in some cultures, snakes are feared, and it's as if they're an evil creature. No creature is evil. It's just the stories we tell about them, because actually, the snake in ancient cultures is the sign of a healer. Okay, so there's somebody watching right now. You are a healer. You may be a card reader, you may be a Reiki professional, massage. There's something you are gifted to do, and you have been stalling. You have felt insecure, It's you don't feel you're like, who, me? I'm not a healer. What are you talking about? Well, you know that you are. You have friends that have always asked you for help since you were 12 years old. Things happen. People have improved their life because you have helped them. Okay. So as you are avoiding this, that you don't want to be a healer, maybe it feels like you're being a weirdo if you're a healer. Maybe you're afraid your family will reject you. I mean, even my own family, there's nobody in my family who really knows much about what I do. They're not interested in the cards and, they leave me alone to do my thing, but they are not sharing it with me. And some people, that's a big sacrifice, isn't it? If you kind of lose family connection because they think that you're kind of strange for reading cards or being a Reiki healer or being a psychic, right? Some religions don't even like that much. So here we have the judgment card. Judgment is very difficult because people might judge you if you're spiritually gifted. I mean, I'm 73. I've been doing healing work for most of my life. In the last 25 years or so, teaching these concepts that I'm telling you right now. I started off life as a Catholic, and then I skated off into born again Christianity for a couple of decades. And then I stepped out, and now here I am teaching these healing concepts from this perspective. Judgment is hard, right? When you get judged by other people. But get this, if you're judging yourself, it is the worst of it when you're judging your own gifts. I look at her and she's in a yoga posture, isn't she? I think it's called the eagle, maybe. But look at how she's holding her arms in that symbol and then releasing herself. See how she's releasing herself into her gift. So, guys, if you're a healer, you're holding yourself back, you have to consider why. Why are you holding yourself back? I will tell you that belonging to Hipsy is wonderful for me. Hipsy has changed my life. The way they put their website together, honestly, so supportive. It's helping me. I have, I think, 9 new clients. 9. I mean, I've only, been with them since the beginning of November. And the way they put together their program, and I'm proud to be part of that platform. I don't have to be so concerned with who signs up. They do all of that for me. It makes my life so much easier as a healer. So if you're a card reader or a spiritual healer, you might want to take a look at them because they're just wonderful. Okay. So as we take a look at this, you need to stop judging yourself. Okay. I know you feel judged by other people, but it's so important that you stop judging yourself. Okay. Let your healing gifts shine. If any of you are wondering if you are a healer, you could ask me a yes no question and I will pull a stick for you. I'm smiling. Hi, Baba Bobo. Welcome. Glad to see you. Okay. We have the Seven of Swords. It is hard to accept those healing gifts. It's the thing of feeling like you have to defend yourself or you have to explain to others. You don't. And when I go to Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday, I'm not going to sit there at the table and talk about my cards. I'm not. When people are curious about me, I will share, but I don't need to defend my life to anybody. I can define my life and say, this is the life I'm choosing for myself. But my guidance is helping me do what I do. And I never need to defend myself because I'm called to do what I'm doing. If you're a healer and you need support, reach out. Please do reach out. I am here. I do live readings and it's very nice to have a live reading. Didn't you enjoy your live reading today, Maureen? Maureen booked herself a live reading. We had a fantastic time. I was able to pull cards for her and answer questions directly. It was super fun for both of us. So if you want to speak to me privately, I'm here for you. It can be on the phone, through an app, or it could be text. But meanwhile, let's see. This is for our healers in hiding. Are you a healer in hiding? Let's see. What's our last card? Ah, perfect. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. When you first start using your healing gifts, you're going to feel a little insecure. I did. My first maybe 3 years of being a reader, which would have been starting. Hi, Kana. Welcome. It was about 3 years ago. Not 3 years ago, but I've been reading cards about 25 years. The first 2 years, all I did was read the little booklet in the box. I would take the little booklet that comes with all the cards, and I would open up to the page and I would read them, read just what the author said, because that was what I knew. And I used to feel kind of fake because I looked at other readers who never used the book and I thought, I'm being, how can I be helpful? Is this count? Am I really a reader? But what I realized is that the magic happens with the card that's picked, right? When the card is picked, that's the intuitive magic. The book that was written to go along with these cards is designed to support us. But for me, I'm an intuitive reader. And so the stories on the card just kind of present themselves to me. So with this Page of Cups energy, oh, healer in hiding, you healer in hiding, we need to release the illusion. See, this person is leaving the card. We need to release this is same here, right? We're releasing the part of us that doubts. We're releasing the part of us that says, I don't want to be a healer. It's too much responsibility. People will laugh at me. People will criticize me, and you have to have a tough skin. But if you're designed like I am and you just want to help people, that's what you want to do. The cards present beautiful messages to help people because if you're a healer in hiding, once you release the part of yourself that is doubting and you just let that go, what happens is you start to glow. This is magnetism. You guys are listening to my voice because you are magnetized to this work. You probably go to lots of tarot card readings every day. You just scroll and you find new people to watch, and you're blessed by it. As you look here, what's unseen is that there's support coming. Spirit meets you when you say, okay, I give up. I am a Reiki healer. I'm going to stop hiding from it. Once you do that, Spirit reaches in with so much love to support you. You guys who are watching me right now, you're part of the world that's being created by how Spirit uses me. And once that starts, I think I have 21,000 followers right now. I mean, that's nothing compared to the huge readers. I know that. But for me personally, I never expected that at 73, a grandmother, for Pete's sake, is having several thousand people watching my channel, over 3,000 videos that I've posted in the last few years. So I never saw that coming. So please don't doubt your abilities. If you've been given a healing gift, Spirit will meet you where you are and you will rise up. You may not make money at first, you might not. But when you change people's lives by saying the right thing, when you have someone look at you with tears in their eyes and thank you for saying what you did, it's so fulfilling and satisfying, whether you make money or not. But if you stand back and you don't let your healer shine, you're actually stealing from people, the very people in your world. I'm not in your world. I don't live on your street, but you do. And there's probably people waiting for you right now to step out. I don't mean to be like hollering at you guys, but I just feel that sense that there's somebody watching me who knows you're a healer and just shy about getting started. Could it be you? If you do wonder if you're a healer, you can ask me. I'll pull a stick, drop my card, drop the snake. This is the yes no deck. And if you wonder, am I a healer? This is your chance. Go ahead and ask me. I'll pull a stick for you and it'll give you a yes no answer. Let me just put the link in here for anybody that wants to have a free yes no instant reading, that we can do that for you tonight. All you have to do is hit manifestfaster.com and I'm happy to pull cards. There, I can pull cards for you or a stick. There's a nice little menu in there. You take a look at the menu and pick what it is that I can serve you tonight. Okay. There we go. There's your link. Maureen, thank you. Maureen's like my biggest cheerleader. I love you, Maureen. Maureen lives in California. I used to live in California. Then I went off to Mexico for a few years and now I'm in Tennessee. Okay, who would like a reading? Don't be shy. Just click that link and pop in here. And I'm happy to read for you. That was such a juicy reading. I just want to do one more here for the collective. Okay, what is it? What situation's been bothering you? Where do you need a change? Has there been someone that's disappointed you? Do you feel stuck? Let's see. Wolf. Oh, this is important. So hold up. Don't leave me. Stay here. Wolf, guardian, you are safe and protected at all times. Okay, so again, the goosebumps running up and down my back. Somebody's watching me right now. This isn't true for you, is it? You don't feel safe. Something's going on. You're feeling a sense of dread, something dark, scary, and well, let's get some wisdom on this. What is it for my friend? There's something about safety. You are safer than you think you are. You're safer than you think you are. The spirit wants you to know that no matter what your situation is, the angels have your back. Okay, let's see what's going on for you, my friend. What is it my friend needs to know about this illusion that you're not safe? Angels are right here, right now, protecting. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so yes, 10 of Wands. So you are coming from a place where there's been a lot of burdens, right? You've been carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. And I'm thinking that you are so busy taking care of everyone else. You're taking care of everyone else that you don't take time for yourself. This is a big reason that people feel so vulnerable. It's like, how can I take time for myself when everyone needs me? Well, guess what? When you don't take care of yourself, sometimes your health can be put at risk, right? Where you could have a breakdown or you could become ill because you're just working too hard. This is not a good thing. What do you say? End of fall, beginning of winter. Crows over here are molting and acting like crows, and people are freaking out. How interesting. So Renata comments, I find that even when I read other interpretations around divination, I get a strong feeling towards which interpretation fits best. Yes, I think that, and you may be a healer, Renata. I have no doubt. I mean, Renata is one lights out astrologer person, and she would say, "No, I'm not." She's like, "Yes, you are," but it's hard to step out or know what you're supposed to do with your gift. And Renata, it took me a few years because like I said, I relied on the books at first because they gave me confidence. And now, I might read these cards completely different tomorrow. So you're absolutely right. When you are gifted as a teacher or healer, you open up to the divine that flows through you. So absolutely. Thank you for bringing that to the point because I'm looking here and I'm looking at the gray of this mountain and I'm seeing the gray of this wolf. And wolves are spirit animals. And many times they'll come to you in your dreams because they are just such protective animals. So if you are watching me right now and you have a feeling of just burden, you're taking care of everyone and you come last on the list, This has to end, and it is coming to an end. The 10 is a number of completion, and so you notice that she's been going down this path, and now she's turning to the side, and even the wind is blowing to the side. So winds of change are coming. Self-care is essential. You notice that she's got one tiny bag there with what's important, and the rest she's letting go of. So, what can you let go of, my friend? It's so important that you make space to hear divine wisdom, that you make space to meditate and get quiet and get away from the chaos. Let's see what else. Feeling safe, so important that you find your spirit first. Two cards came out. Okay, let's see what they are. Okay. So, yes, this is such great energy for balancing out this burdened situation. Is a choice. This Two of Pentacles is about making that choice. And you may feel nervous because part of why how you're working to at work, you're working too hard at your profession, feeling you don't dare take any time off, not a sick day. Like if they ask you to work long okay, and you're not taking care of yourself. It's particularly that you're just not honoring yourself. And so look at how her skirt is blowing in the same direction, which I just love when that happens. And then we have this Knight of Pentacles that's kind of carrying the energy forward. So it's critical that you pause, that you slow down, that you take something off your plate. Have you ever gone to a buffet and you start putting food on your plate, and all of a sudden your plate's full and you know you're never going to eat all that? It's kind of what I'm seeing here. You need to use a smaller plate. And there's that there's spinning plates. There's a trickster that can spin plates on a stick, and so that's another thing. You're spinning plates. You're doing too much. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving knight. What an inspiration to slow down. Don't push so hard. If you don't have the budget to get a massage, you have a budget to lay down. I personally, when I want to treat myself to a pedicure, here the pedicures, you can sit in a massage chair, and it's really nice to sit there and let massage chair massage you. There are businesses where you can get a chair massage for a very low price. But the way that I would recommend is through meditation, because when you sit quietly, you do not speak, you just close your eyes and sit. You don't have to control your thoughts, which I always used to think I had to control my thoughts and my brain is constantly active. There's an app, I just added it to the chat. It's called The Way. Strongly, highly recommend. If I could do one thing tonight, it would be to insist that you find the way. You get 12 free sessions to decide, but it gives you a wonderful beginner's look at the power of silence. I never thought I could do it, and I'm doing it, and it helps me find calm. I call it calm on command. If you can learn to find calm on command, you will always make better decisions. The calm mind makes better decisions, right? And meditation will help you. Okay. So you are safe. You are protected at all times. The divine and all the angels have your back. When your human life is burdensome, only you can give yourself permission to let it go. Let that yak go and carry off the burdens. Spend some time in meditation. Put some things down that you don't need to do. Seriously. Look at your tasks, write them all down, and find a way to eliminate some. You don't need to be doing everything. Okay. An affirmation that could be helpful is, even though I don't know how, I am learning to relax right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm choosing to let go of something right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm learning how to find inner peace right now. Maureen, good night, my friend. Thank you so much for being here with your precious energy. I look forward to speaking to you soon and seeing you at another live. Okay. Reach out if you need anything, girl. Okay. And I have one more question from Kana. Is that how you say your name, Kana? Wish that I knew for sure, so pronounce it correctly. Do you, oh, I love this. Are you a healer? Am I a healer? Kana? Perfectly. Thank you. When Kana was here last time, it kind of blew me away because in her answer was the word flawless. Did that get your attention too, Kana? I was like, ooh, it's like Twilight Zone. Do, 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 do. Okay. Kana, are you a healer? Let's see what I already like. I feel goosebumps up and down my arms, girl. So I have a feeling I know what the answer is going to be. I want curious. Yes, it was. Yes, it was so exciting. I love those synchronistic moments. Okay, here's our stick for dear Kana. Okay. Ooh, and we're getting a no here. That surprises me because I thought it would be a yes. So let's see what it says. No, the clockwork of the huge, hulking machine of change will chug faster and faster, accelerating everything around you. Many new people come into your life bringing unusual but bright opportunities. You will not notice how the changes smoothly alter your attitude and perception of the situation. So, what this makes me think, Kana, is that it's a timing, right? That there's something that is changing around you right now, and that it is going quickly, and that people are acting in ways that surprise you. They're unusual, and there's bright opportunities. But it seems to me that it's not time to step out yet, whatever it is that you're feeling. Okay. So let me just check what the other side of this stick shows. Okay. Stunning victory and enchanted joy will not keep you waiting long. Only 1 to 3 months. New perspectives enter your life as a result of your sophisticated mindset, impeccable intuition, and healing optimism. Let each one walk with big boots and speak loudly. So, what I'm wondering about is training or education. What is it that you want to do as a healer? You don't have to answer here. I'm just giving you something to consider. It could be that taking a certification of some kind, getting some sort of having a mentor who you could ask questions and get more educated about what it's like, what it is to be a healer in the public eye. That's all I think. I think that at the moment, if you created an identity and stepped out as a healer right now, that there's something that's not ready. What you need to know right now is there is a missing piece. Okay. So, Kana, if you have the time and energy and budget for it, you may want to pop in for a personal reading so that we could dig in this little bit and then I could talk to you and ask you some questions and we could draw cards for you privately. Okay. Please keep that in mind. My readings are very reasonably priced and just investigate, just take a peek at my page and see. Okay. I'm glad that makes sense. I mean, perhaps I could serve as a mentor for you in a reading and just give you some background on some steps that you could take. Remember, when I very first started over 25 years ago, I was very nervous. And fortunately, I was working for a little store in California and I was able to do readings there And the lady who owned the store also used the guidebook all the time. So my immediate first mentor used the guidebook, and yet it didn't feel complete to me. And now, all these years later, I can see the steps as I went along. So when I read your question, I had goosebumps over my shoulders, which is my signal that it's a fellow healer that I'm talking to. So do take advantage of the opportunity to get some counsel. I would love to serve you in that capacity. Every day I am available for live readings. It's just like simple as that to get me on the phone. So keep that in mind. Okay, my friend. All right, guys, I am out of here. I've been here a couple hours. Thank you so much for being here. I will be here again soon. So please do subscribe so you're notified. And I will see you at the next reading. Abundant love for you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your time and energy building my channel. I love y'all so much. We'll see you soon. Bye now.